Hi all, it's Diane coming to you from Texas, and of course, once again, I'm in my car, so it's legit. It's a dashboard confessional, and it is going to be a hot one. It is sunny right now. We have had a couple of days of some really bad storms, and especially Oklahoma's been hit really bad. My sister is a teacher, and they were getting ready to, work the last couple days of the year, and they had to close due to flooding. And then my niece's husband has a business that is on the banks of, I think, the Arkansas River, or some river up there, and it's underwater, so any prayers for them would be welcomed. And sorry for the shakiness, and I'm seeing this isn't laying right. Went to church, had a really good church service, made a quick stop. There was a kolache bakery, and I don't know if anybody's had kolaches. Used to pick them up when we would go visit a friend or go passing by Waco, really a little bit before, not Waco, West Texas, and it's a Czech type of pastry, and they are delicious. Guess what? I'm 60 now, so they had a 10% discount, and then since it was after church, it was half off, plus the 10%, and most everything was gone. Everything was, people had picked up things, I guess, to take to church or something for people to eat on their way to church. But this lovely lady that was helping me said, oh, there's some day-old ones over here. And it had all the fruits, cherry, apricot, apple, lemon, I think raspberry, and I think there was maybe some cream cheese. So anyway, yummy, much more variety than what was left. I think there was some poppy seed. I have never had a poppy seed kolache in my life. And just a minute, there's people coming by. Anyway, they'll just think it's the crazy lady in her car. Anyway, so stopped by. She took me over there, got a really great deal, and I felt kind of stupid asking, do you, it's half off, can I get the 60%? And she said, yes, you can. And then I said, do you want to see my license? And she said, no, like, who would lie about that? And it's like, then she kind of caught herself, and she said, not that you look like you're 60. And it's like, but who would say that if they weren't? It's like, well, I said, well, in this instance, I'm glad I'm 60. So I think that's maybe the first discount I've gotten. I think going to the movie with a friend, got senior citizen discount, and I think the age was 65, and they didn't ask for ID, and maybe they were younger kids, and maybe they're just embarrassed and took a wild guess at it. But hey, saved probably $2 or more, and so I'll take it. I need to look for all those cost savings. The end of the week was not a happy time, and I don't really feel like I can talk about it right now. In the near future, I'll process it and be able to talk about it, but anybody's prayer for me is welcome. Anyway, just don't want to go into it, but I will tell you later. But prayers would be nice. I did go to my annual appointment with my lady doctor, and thought I'm going to have her see if that issue that I had before with the UTI had come back, and because I was feeling like it had, and it's like I could have gone back to where I had originally gotten the medicine and the shot. It's like, but I've got another appointment. You know, I don't want to pay another office visit. So, anyway, it's crazy having to be so cost savings with everything you do with medical. But anyway, sure enough, it was back. And actually, she said, when I told her what had happened, and the length of time it happened, the kind of misdiagnosis or no diagnosis at the Cure Now facility, 6 more days, you know, the effects it was having on me. She said, were you in the hospital? And it's like, no. But, you know, this was the first time that this was mentioned, but she said, yeah, it was sepsis or septic. And I'm like, man, that's, you know, that is really bad. I can't have that happen again. So it just makes me even a little bit more angry that it wasn't caught 6 days before I went to the low-cost clinic. But anyway, kind of know that this didn't present itself like the normal symptoms, but now anytime I think I go into the doctor, I'm going to have them do that test, because obviously if it's left unattended, sure can affect you and your health, and certainly don't end up in the hospital. But been drinking some cranberry juice. Don't know if that's, I think it does actually help, because I did a little web search, but can't hurt. I usually drink a lot of Diet Coke. I have not had a cup of coffee since I was so sick. So that's been over 3 weeks. And when I wake up, I just haven't gotten the urge. So I'm moving on from that. Maybe when it gets cold, you know, that would be something I'd go back to. But so that's one major change. And so I drink lots of Diet Coke, and then I drink, I think it's called ice. And let me see, I have a bottle right here. Let's see. This one's watermelon, strawberry, 0 calories, and it's actually got vitamins in it. And I get it at Walmart for $1 a bottle. And, you know, if you put a lot of ice, you can actually, sorry for this is moving so much, you know, it can last you all day. And so I've been foregoing that and then drinking more cranberry juice. And I had to, you know, me being calorie conscious, I got the full throttle, high quality, organic, you know, in your face cranberry juice. And then I got the 5 calorie cranberry juice. That didn't kind of taste like Kool-Aid. So I thought, okay, being a mastermind that I am, I thought, well, I'm gonna get the full throttle, because I, you know, take a shot of that or 2 to help prevent future infections. And then, you know, the 5 calorie would, you know, pour a lot of that in. It'll cut the calories down. And then the 50 calorie. And it actually turns out really tasty, and I put in some Splenda, and there you go. Anyway, it's refreshing here in Texas, and as the ice melts, you know, it's the cranberry juice is strong enough that it doesn't taste too watered down, so it really does last all day long. Let me just show you my jewelry I'm wearing, and kind of my outfit. I've got on, I think they're Gap or Banana Republic, same color mustard, straight leg capri pants, and some little brown sandals, and actually have my toenails polished, so, you know, I'm kicking it up a notch. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Oh, last week on the way up to Oklahoma, actually it was on Monday, I think it was Monday. Yeah, we actually drove up there and to see the Chickasaw National Park, and saw buffalo, in the wild, that are protected, and baby buffalo, and they probably have, I don't know if they're called calves, but they were like so light colored compared to the moms and the pops. But on the drive up there, I just felt this need, like a pressing direness, like pressing down on my chest, and it just reminded me of a feeling I had back when my grandmother died back in 2000, and she was like a month short of being 101, and I felt that, and I thought, Jennifer, I got to check on Jennifer. So I try not to bug my daughters, their weekends or their time off, and they're out having fun, but I just sent them a text saying, hi, how you doing? And I got the text that you don't want to get, and it was Robin, and she said, Mom, Jennifer just had an accident. And I'm like, oh my God. And she said, in her new car. So I'm thinking she got a new car. Dylan had was taken in a car accident, so I didn't know if it was a replacement for that, something she'd had for a while. She had literally walked off the lot with it, drove off the lot with it, and was driving home. It was a Cadillac, very nice, beautiful car. She was looking for something on the steering wheel, glanced down, not on the phone, and this girl stopped short, and Jen ran into her, and it just so much was a duplication of what happened to Dylan. And in fact, it was on the 25th, and he passed on the 25th of January. And thank God she was okay. And every night I pray for God to protect her, for her to be protected by her guardian angels, to have her feel Dylan around her, protecting her. And every night I pray and pray and pray, because it's such a difficult time, and I can tell that she's starting to process the grief. And anyway, I truly feel like that did have an impact on saving her life. And I looked at the pictures of Dylan's car, and I look at the pictures of Jen's, and they're almost the same. And she wasn't stopping, it wouldn't look like she looked up and saw, so she was going full throttle like Dylan was. And I truly think he fell asleep, or he had some type of heart attack or stroke. And thank God her airbag deployed, and nobody else was hurt. Thank God she got the gap insurance for the car. And it was just a miracle. It was God's grace of God, that she was okay and walked away from it. And the adjuster even said, I can't believe you walked away from that and not hurt. She was bruised. She got her hand cut, I think, from the airbag. But all in all, we will take it. It's been a very difficult year for a lot of people in our family and extended family. A lot of not so good things happening. So trying to make it through and looking for it to turn around. And hopefully that's with Robin's got a fun trip with Jen and all her bridesmaids to Vegas coming up. So hopefully that will be fun and something positive. And then shortly after that, it's Robin's wedding. Woo! It's going to be here before you know it. I do have a dress. I changed my hair appointment from last week to this week, so it would have like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a couple days to kind of get adjusted and look somewhat, like my real hair, not like the just cut hair that I've talked about. Anyway, so some other things, like I said, that were kind of life-altering, and I'm still trying to process. And my sister Tracy and Jay and my daughters and a close friend have really helped me, not overreact and just take it step by step and look for the open door, or the you know, this closes, something else is going to open. So putting it in God's hands and praying that it works out. And like I said, I'm an open book, but I just won't talk about it now. For one, I would cry. I'm a big crybaby and don't want to do that. But what else? Oh, the one good thing I watched, I think his name is Rich Davis. He is a YouTuber, a fellow YouTuber. He does, I think he's in his 70s. And he and his wife, Ginger, isn't that a great name, Ginger? It makes me think of Gilligan's Island. And, my daughters were having a kind of posing the, who would you be from Gilligan's Island, Marianne or Ginger? And it was so funny. Jen said, I would be Ginger because, glamorous. And Robin's like, oh, no, I'd be, Marianne, down to earth. And it was just funny that they saw themselves both differently. And the light changed. Anyway, this is getting dark, so I don't know why. See if I can reposition. I'll make this quick. Anyway, someone asked him how much he practices, and he said, if you're really going to learn it, practice every day for about 30 minutes and you'll really make some progress. So there have been some days where I've been pretty down and didn't feel much like doing that, but I pull out one of my ukuleles and working on Blowing in the Wind, and there's another one. I really do have problems with the cadence or the rhythm, so I need to find the song. Once I learn the chords, I will find it on YouTube or iTunes and kind of play to that. I am going to end this video just because it's shaking and it's gotten so dark right now. Hopefully not more rain coming in, but I hope everyone has a great Sunday and a wonderful week coming up. Do something fun. I think I need to journal a little bit more, and that always is helpful, and do some planning. So again, Diane, Dashboard Confessional. Bye guys.